Yo.
Yo, what's going on? How you doing, man? 29 in the flesh.
All right. Yeah, sir. All
Yes,
righty,
sir.
man. I'm over here chilling. Chilling
Awesome.
like a villain, per usual. How you been?
Oh man, I've been blessed, man. I've been blessed. I'm super excited to, pretty much tell everyone as far as this whole bundler situation and what's to expect coming up. Since everyone knows that DWT is gone now, and they're essentially looking for plays to essentially get them in a better position than these traders.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, man?
Ready. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. Is that XYZ?
Yeah.
Nice, brother. Welcome, man.
What's up, man?
Yeah, man, you
Yeah.
guys been absolutely cooking. Any updates that are coming up, particularly, anytime shortly here soon?
Yeah. So we should have smart selling here, really soon. We have presets coming. We have a lot of really cool features coming. Let me actually look at the full roadmap of everything. So we're gonna
Okay.
have a lot of bulk buys as well, and a lot of stability features are gonna be added to the tool, and it's just gonna be overall a very nice update. As well with that smart selling.
Dope. Now, when you say smart selling, is that like a limiter basically you're setting up, or like how does that work exactly?
Yeah. So at a certain point, like when you want it to automatically sell, it will automatically sell.
Okay.
So yeah. I also added Avenor as well. My bad. Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah, Av. The world gotta know who in the hell's coding this motherfucker.
Yeah, man. I told him if he wanted to join. I'm just gonna see if he's gonna join. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this. I'm just waiting.
Hey, Lawrence. Hey, fellas. I just want to do a mic check. Do you hear any background noise where I'm at?
You're good.
Can you hear me? Appreciate.
Yeah, you're good.
No background noise.
No, you're good.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure, because audio is everything. Whenever you're posting any type of content,
Right.
it's an important thing. So that's that.
Absolutely.
So
29, what you been up to, brother?
I've been chilling, man. After everything that you see, one thing about on chain is everything is traceable, everything is trackable. So can't nobody ever come up on here on any type of platform and say that I'm lying about a goddamn thing. Oh, you ain't make this much? Go look at my chart. I still got the dev wallet logged into my wallet on every motherfucking big rug I ever done. So can't nobody ever say that 29 is capped about a goddamn thing. And that's the beauty of this, man. This is the beauty of it, because although we are good at LARPing, we know the shit that we're talking about is true, and the shit that we did is true. So I just had to put that out there, man, because there's like a lot of fakes in this space. And before I get into that, though, I wanna tap on this real quick. This isn't my first rodeo with you.
Yeah.
We got a couple videos out together, and a lot of them got a lot of views, especially on my main Twitter and my second one that just got nuked yesterday. That's one thing about being one of the haters, being one of the most hated people in the spaces. Obviously people are not going to take too kind to an individual that rage baits and creates charts about kids with cancer and rugs them, etc. So
Yeah.
that's just what comes with the territory. But a lot of our content has gotten a lot of sales for previous services, etc. And I don't think they deserve that, to be quite honest with you. They were good when they were good, but we don't live in the past. And I'm just happy that we have a service such as COINWAVE that we're going to get a little bit in depth into. I have a couple points I want to touch on, but before I do that, are you going to cut this motherfucker up like last time? Is this just the pre-intro? Have you already started recording?
This is the intro. I recorded it right now, and what I'm gonna do is also I'm gonna throw on the screen while you're talking, just the interface, just so that way you can have it as kind of like B-roll. So yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. All right,
amazing. So if you want to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and give a quick intro if you don't mind. I'm going to break the ice.
Absolutely, because some people may be coming in, just recently.
Yeah, I'm sure your viewership has went up tremendously since since then, your subscriber count, etc. So for all the new people that's in the space right now that has just recently came onto the platform, I'm 29, aka WHERES29, and if you do a little bit of research on me on X, WHERES29, you'll see the previous projects that I've done. I've gone viral for doing pretty much rugs, controversial rugs. One of my main rugs is called Homeless. That went to 2.1 million market cap. And as soon as it did, I nuked it and I made $100,000 in 5 minutes. All this can be confirmed on chain. You know what? I'm sorry, not 5 minutes, 7.5 minutes, since some people want to be technical. You know, I'm probably one of the few people that, you know, you can confirm this information that I made $120,000 in 7.5 minutes, nuking my first viral rug. And I could not have done that just launching a coin on Pump Fund with just one wallet, right? That's just not, theoretically it is possible, but not at 2.1 million market cap. I had to learn when I came into space that there's two groups of people. There's people that fuck, and there's people that get fucked. I'd rather be the one doing the fucking, right? And so in order to do a proper on-chain RAPE, I'm not going to say the whole word so you don't get sent. You need to utilize certain tools. Now, when you're in the casino and you're sitting at the blackjack table and you're a card counter, right? You're considered an advantageous player. Now, what happens to you if the casino uncovers that you're an advantageous player? They come over to you, they tap on your shoulder, and they say, you know what, 29, Warren, XYZ, we don't want your business. You're too good at this shit. Why am I too good at this shit? Because I have equipped myself with the tools to mark me as an advantageous player. Now, in the real world casino, I get kicked.
Yeah.
And I'll probably get banned. In this casino, you know how they say no crying in the casino. This is pretty much a casino. In this casino, there's no such thing as getting kicked. And the reason why I'm an advantageous player is because I utilize certain tools, such as a bundler. Bundling is very important. You will not be able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, I can guarantee you. Even if you're a celebrity, there's a lot of celebrities that launch their own I mean, I've launched some official celebrity tokens. I've launched the official Sean Kingston coin.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I'm just out here smoking my cigar, and everybody just says what's up to me anytime I'm out here. But anyway, so I've launched the official Sean Kingston coin, and you know, that did good, but he tried to do his own thing, and that did not go good because he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, I know what I'm doing. So bundling is very important, very, very important. And
yeah, with tools like COINWAVE as well, you're going to be able to do all of that stuff. And, you know, we are one of the first people to actually pioneer on these, like, these new features. Like a lot of these other bundlers have started to add the features that we've added, like the mixer, where we added that. We were one of the first people to ever have that type of mixer that we added that bypasses Inside X. You know, Bull X, Axiom are the same thing. Obviously, they both use Inside X. But we were the first ones to add that. Everybody else added the same thing. We were the first ones to have up to 120 plus wallet bundling. Everybody else started adding 100 plus wallet bundling on their tool. And we're still, you know, trying to innovate more and trying to add more features. And, you know, with COINWAVE, when we first started out with COINWAVE, we tried making a tool that was going to be easier for other bundlers, like for catered to people who actually launch big projects. You know what I mean? So that is why, you know,
COINWAVE is just much better than the other rest.
Yeah, the bundler, speaking of the mixer, that is one of the craziest things currently at the moment that I think that COINWAVE has got like pretty much an advantage of. You know, the mixer is something where it essentially makes it so that the bubble maps, specifically V2, is not detected. So back in the day, safe mode used to be a situation where it always showed detection, but thankfully, due to that mixer, it literally does. I don't know what you guys did with the programming, but whatever you did, it pretty much bypasses bubble maps, which is crazy. So you could come in 20 wallets deep and literally have no dependencies depending on each other. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Right.
Now,
And
is that by the way, is that mixer, is that serendipity specifically just the mixer, or are you doing safe modes different too in your program? Or the safe mode's the same, it's just the mixer that's really separating the funds off the grid?
Yeah, the mixer is really separating the funds off the grid for every single mode. Yep.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
right. And
Someone and like that, and putting that in someone in a person like 29's hands is diabolical, because I was talking with them the other day, and it was about specifically marketing. You know, like a lot of times developers, they got the money, they might even have the skill set, but when it comes to marketing, they have a lick of idea of what to do. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're really
Right.
just trying to build up. Mm-hmm.
Indeed. And if I may insert this, this is a beautiful time that we're living in. Every couple of, I want to say, decades or so, we're presented with opportunities. We're presented with specific opportunities as humans. How bad, I just saw a pretty little lady over there. And that's the beautiful thing about it. You can make all this money and, you know, buy nice things. You know, when you rug kids with cancer and homeless people, make all this damn money. All the pretty little ladies want to say hi to you whenever you're sitting down smoking a cigar. But anyways, you know, every couple of days we're presented with opportunities. Like, think about it. Since the beginning of mankind, you know, there's always been specific opportunities for us to excel, like break through certain things. Like, let's talk about fucking coal mining. You know what I'm saying? Once that was discovered, people made billions of dollars. When you know, people started to figure out that there's fucking oil beneath their feet. You know, now that's another industry. So
Right.
all the people that were early to these things, those are the ones that made a lot of freaking money. And in this case, people just started to find out about bundling not too long ago. I mean, I didn't know what up until maybe, like, I want to say 7 months ago. I had no clue. So the fact that I was able to make millions of dollars doing so, like doing a handful of projects, I want to say maybe 25, 30 projects. I mean, that's just extraordinary. And I'm just a regular guy, and I was with the tools that I had. We're not going to say any direct names about any specific tools because they're irrelevant. They're completely irrelevant. But just imagine the amount of money that I was, you know, able to make using the previous bundlers that were not so advanced. I mean, for fuck's sake, those tools had no P&L feature, no live P&L feature. I had no clue. When the fuck I was profitable or not, because what's up, brother? Yes, sir. Because I had to look at the chart. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I bundled 10 wallets.
Yep.
Right? 10. And they only got like 20 wallet minimum. With COINWAVE, you know, 120 fucking wallets. That's insane. And you can track all of that in real time, and you'll know whether you are profitable or not. I mean, I had no clue if I was profitable or not. I just had to look at the market cap and say, okay, my 5, 6 wallets, 10 wallets bought in. Now I'm at 15K market cap. The shit goes to fucking 200K. I had to say, you know what? It looks like I'm profitable, but I don't know exactly how much I'm profitable. I had to go look at the wallets on the holder section, when, you know, like on Photon, Bullux, whatever. I had to see how much it increased from my original position. You know, so the fact that now I have more clarity is just insane. And I have to reiterate, you know, I was making all this money with tools that weren't this advanced, but now that I have access to COINWAVE, man, you might just see me on the Forbes 30 on the 30.
No, for real though, because and also the thing that the old tools didn't have beyond the actual tokenomics and understanding the P&L is you actually have the ability to now have your CA address before you even launch. So a person like yourself that has groups and guys willing to pay for that information prior to this is actually going to be monetizable before you even hit the launch button. The guys want the CA first, great, fine, you're going to pay X, Y, and Z, and guess what? COINWAVE allows you to have that CA address before you even launch that bad boy. Speaking of it, XYZ, the actual CA address, how long is that actually, is that CA address good? Is once you have it, you have it, no one else can have it? Is that how it works?
Yeah, exactly. Whenever you get that CA address, it's generated, it's automatically, you get it. Yep.
That's crazy. So yeah, 29, you can be able to use that to be able to essentially bring in a shitload of FOMO before the even thing drops. And if you're in safe mode, you're literally just printing before you even sit start.
Yep.
Right. And so for the viewers, I want to say this. I've had COINWAVE for about, let's say, 36 hours or so. I cooked up something and I made over 300 Solana, and I have not had this for no longer than 36 hours. And to me, that's just insane. I wasn't able to do that with the previous tools that quick, because now I have more control. You know what I'm saying? Like that, this is something that I can't fathom, like me being a regular person, and I just got into this industry not too long ago. And it just makes no sense to me, man. Like we're living in a golden age right now where we're afforded these tools, and it's extremely under, like it's underpriced. Like something like this should not be sold for no less than 100 Solana. I don't have no idea why this is being sold for 15 Sol. I have no clue, because this in the hands of somebody like me, I'm gonna extract every single dollar from everybody on chain. They're going to be homeless. They're going to be knocking on their neighbor's door asking for loans because they just got rugged by me and farmed because I have a tool like this. So I mean, I'm utterly
comes to the point where people need to tap in with you. Like if you really want to profit, you might as well go to the Inner Circle Telegram, because you're not going to have any hopes once it gets to Twitter. Pretty much. It's exitliquidity.com from there.
Indeed. And not just that. The team has been extremely generous with the referral links that they've afforded to us. Which you will be linking in the bottom of this video. So if 15 Sol isn't even like I said, this shit should be priced at 100 Sol. But they've given us referral links where our viewers, our audience, can get it for even less. And to me, I think that's criminal, but just they're so confident in the product that they have, and they're so communicative to the point where they say, you know what, try it out, see for yourself, launch some projects. It just makes no sense to me, man. Like previous bundlers, which, like I said, we're not going to mention, they would never do this type of thing, ever. Don't even get me started on their community on Discord. Their community on Discord is one of the most active bundling communities that I've ever been in. And I've only been in it for about 36 hours. People are messaging left and right. It just shit makes no fucking sense to me at all.
And the crazy thing about it is, I think a lot of people need to realize and sometimes wake up when they sit there, they're looking at their phones and they're taking some of this content of these traders saying they made 30, 40, 50x gains, not realizing that these traders are actually bundlers that are actually FOMOing on you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, Orangey, he owns a bundler, yes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I've spoken to this child, 16 years old. He's in their Discord. He shared a P&L, and he took ownership for that P&L. 16 years old, 926 Sol profit. That blew my fucking mind, man. We got kids out here like that have all the time in the world, especially because it's summertime.
It's really anybody nowadays, bro.
Ridiculous, man. Almost 1,000 Solana. That's a house. You know what I'm saying? Like That's over 200 grand. You know, like if Solana's priced over 180, 190, 200. I mean, that shit makes no sense to me. And I kind of like, I'm at a point where I want to gatekeep this. Like, as much as I want my followers to have this and replicate my success, you know, I'm gonna give you some tickers. Homeless, 2.1 million market cap. Uber, 800K market cap. Wayland, the Cancer Baby Rugs, 1.7 million market cap. You know, and I didn't have a tool like this. I wanted to gatekeep the bullshit tools. So now that I have something that's like a fighter jet command center tool, I want to gatekeep this even more. But you know, one way or another, people are gonna find out about this tool, man. COINWAVE is just extraordinary. I really wish this was something where I could I could gatekeep, man, because the more people that get their hands on this, everybody gonna be riding in McLarens and Rolls Royces. I mean, I'm trying to stand out. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna be. Come on, man. That shit makes no sense.
Point where, you know, where people need to gravitate, they need to get two separate things. It's just like kind of like King Arthur. He wouldn't be nothing without his sword. So his sword essentially is like COINWAVE, you know, and you go ahead and take that sword out of the rock and you go ahead and clean it up and you go ahead and knock niggas' heads off with it, right? But at the same token, you got to have your armor. What's that armor? That's the fucking actual information that you're getting from 29 as far as how to actually make a entertainment and a theater and actual, because he's doing everything. He's at 800, 200 million, all that stuff. He's doing this without paying fucking Fatality bot or Orbit's bot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's using organic pressure, and that right there with a bundler is literally serendipity, kill zone, fatality. For real.
And, you know, I'm going to run this story that I've told you before. You know, when I first came into the space, I ran into two individuals. Everybody on this call knows who they are, especially you, Warren. I'm not going to drop no names, you know, but I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. Yeah. But when I came into space, man, they had a secret sauce. I could not figure that shit out. Because all I knew was pump up a chart and rug it all at once. So you literally see a chart. Like, go to the homeless chart. Anybody that's watching this, go type in homeless, the OG homeless chart. Back in January, the shit went to 2.1 million. I nuked it. It went down to like 200K. I made $120,000 in 7 minutes, and that's all I knew how to do. Now, imagine if I knew how to farm. The only reason why I didn't know how to farm is because the issue comes in with the whole live P&L issue. I don't know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I have no control. Right. And all the other bundlers, they're only giving me like 20 wallets, 25 wallets. We're talking about 120 manageable, observable wallets I can control all at once in my command center. Now I can farm. Now I can do exactly what they're doing, and trust me, those two guys were making $50,000 a night. They're launching projects even up until this day, $50,000 to $100,000 per chart. That's what they're doing, and I'm pretty sure XYZ. You know, do you know who I'm talking about? We spoke about this briefly before.
Yeah. I think I remember. Yeah,
you know who I'm talking about. And so, you know, with that being said, you know, now that I got a tool like COINWAVE, and I've already demonstrated that I can make, you know, 300 sold within 36 hours. I promise you, man, you guys gonna see me on the Forbes 30 on the 30, man. Multi-millions coded, coded monthly, man. I don't know. I might just bribe you guys to shut this motherfucker down because I kind of want it all to myself, to be honest.
You know, what it comes down to is like, if you think about it in a gambling side of things, you know, the game where you have this plane that goes in the air crash, right? And then essentially you don't know when it's going to X out, but all of a sudden that shit crashes. Now, as a deployer, as a developer, you have the decision on when you want to make that motherfucker crash or not. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else is just trading. They're just jumping in like, oh, it's going to be a 1x, 2x, 3x. But at the end of the day, you are in control of when it's going and when it's not going to go, you know? And that's when it comes down to having...
This is a market manipulation tool. I can make the chart go upon bonding to 100K. Artificially let you know, like just people are gonna buy the chart just because it bonded and went to 100K. And then once they buy 200K, I'll sell off some of my positions. It'll go back down to 120. I'll create more volume. They'll start buying. The shit will go to 300K. I can manipulate the chart and farm it for days if I want to, because I can, like, just on the feature alone of the live P&L. That is a very important feature to me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say it says I might be negative a little bit. Okay, no problem. I could probably pay a KOL, call my shit. Now I know exactly how much profit I am because the live P&L is telling me exactly how much profit I'm in. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. This tool right here at 15 Solana, extremely underpriced, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they raise up the price, man, to 50 sold, man. 50 sold, 100 sold in the future. Because I don't even think the team knows what they have. In the wrong hands,
Yeah.
Oh my God. In the wrong hands.
Fucked up now.
You think this shit is fucked up now? You think this shit fucked up?
This is the thing, though,
Ooh.
man. Like, everything, I've talked to so many people, right? And it's like so many people don't want to go the extra step and being that marketer. And that's where the bread comes, because when you start manipulating the minds, let alone the charts, oh my goodness, gosh. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, people have essentially a psyche in them internally that essentially he's basically exploiting, you know, and then allowing you to gauge into, oh, I need to buy this because this gotta go. You know, a patient that's, you know, a person that's homeless, it's gotta go. This, you never know what it is, but he's actually doing with this thing called active income, by the way. It's literally just in the books. It's not passive at this point, it's active, because he actively goes out and does it, and then it becomes passive by the natures of him doing it. I don't know if y'all fucking follow me, but hey, I'm just a guy on YouTube. What can I say?
See, watch this. I mean, do you think Trump coin was not the people that deployed Trump coin or Libra? Let's talk about Libra. That guy hated, you know what I'm saying? $100 million was extracted off that motherfucking chart. Do you think that he did that? Do you think that he did that just launching on Pump Fund? No. He bundled hundreds of wallets. He had a private coder that created a software extremely similar to COINWAVE. Matter of fact, COINWAVE does the same exact thing.
Yeah.
That I'm assuming that what he used does. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Extracted. Like, this whole thing is a motherfucking psyop. You know what I'm saying? He went to the, you know, he social engineered. Like, shit is crazy. He social engineered the president of Argentina through some friends to bundle launch rug a motherfucking coin and made $100 million in a couple hours.
Yeah.
2 hours, 3 hours. Like, and this is all thanks to bundling. If people not gonna come into space and learn how to bundle, farm, and rug, they're gonna lose money, man. They're gonna lose money because, like I said, in this world, you either fuck or get fucked, and I'd rather be the one doing the fucking straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. Is Avenir with us now or no?
Wait, what did you say?
Did Av join the call?
Oh no, Avenor hasn't joined the call.
He did not join the call.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I think we have enough info to share anything you need.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Right.
We're good. Thank you for joining it, bro.
Yeah, no
Hold
problem,
on.
man.
Yeah,
Let's do some closing statements real quick. I want to hear from the team. What are you guys planning for the future of COINWAVE? Give me like a small synopsis of what you're planning for COINWAVE, and you know, just a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're
Here, Zyla, you describe your future and I'll describe mine.
Yeah, so we're planning on improving, obviously, like COINWAVE, the software, like all the time. We're adding updates. We're just listening to the community, what they hear, because, you know, with past bundlers like DYOR tools, meme tools, all the other ones, honestly, they didn't really care about their software. They didn't care about what they're providing to the user or how other bundlers are, you know, launching. But with COINWAVE, like I said, it's built by real people who helped that bundle, and they helped with the development, telling us, you know, what we should add, what they would want to see, like what people that make a lot of, you know, P&Ls want to see in COINWAVE. And that's why COINWAVE exists, because it's basically something that a lot of tools are kind of missing out on. So yeah, we want to just improve COINWAVE, the software, and, you know, have a good community going.
Yeah. Adding on to what XYZ said, I think COINWAVE, if you had to compare it to any other bundler, I think it'd be like comparing, McDonald's and a steakhouse, right? With McDonald's, you know what you're getting, but the steakhouse has more options. So I think that's what's so great about COINWAVE is that there's a lot more options you're able to have, and the options are a hell of a lot more delicious, right? And the best part is with going to the steakhouse is it just makes you richer. I don't know, it's something about it. It just makes you richer being in that environment, being with the people that you're around in that steakhouse, being around the people who are in COINWAVE. It's undescribable. It's almost like, Harry Potter just cast me with magic or something, but it's unbelievable. I mean, just from being in COINWAVE for around the internal team for around a month, my portfolio has expanded at least 4 times of what it was before. So I really think that the future with COINWAVE is inevitably a fucking pump.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you guys something real quick, in regards to just some technicality things. Now, why would a user just have a proxified system set up rather than not have a proxified system set up? Just from technicality parts.
So you're saying that like if someone should use proxies or if they shouldn't?
Yeah.
Well,
just allows for more customizability.
Customizability, but also with COINWAVE, obviously, like we said, you have a Geo bypass where you don't even need proxies like Penguin tools, meme tools. With all the other bundlers, you need proxies with. With COINWAVE, you don't need proxies, but it's a customizable option. You can add proxies if you would want to. It's just yeah.
You can do more wallets with more proxies, so that's a pretty nice thing. But
I
don't think you need more than 120 wallets per bundle, unless you're like,
we've only tested up to 120 wallets, but you can probably try to even do more than that. But yeah, we've only tested exactly with proxies. But we've only did up to 120 wallets without proxies, and it works pretty flawlessly. So yeah.
Nice. Beautiful.
I really want to insert this in here, man. So I want to say this. I'm a fucking retard in the aspect of I have the attention span of a goldfish. And this is to say I'm a regular person. I was a student of Warren. This is how my first step to gaining knowledge in this whole bundling space. I paid Warren for his services to learn how to bundle. And the fact of the matter is that COINWAVE is so easy to use. Somebody with a goldfish attention span like myself can make hundreds of thousands of dollars so easy. This is so easy to use. The user interface is so easy. It's not codes on the screen. Like literally anybody can do this. My point is that anybody can do this, no matter if you're a newbie, no matter if you're advanced. This is like your target audience. You may say, I mean, who do you guys say is your target audience? Like super advanced people, or can this be? Because in my opinion, I mean, I did it, so why can't anybody else do this shit?
It's tailored toward both.
Yeah,
it's tailored towards both.
To both, yeah, exactly.
And you guys got tutorials, right?
We have tutorials
and all that shit.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
we have coaches ready to pick up the table unless somebody else doesn't want to learn themselves. But when somebody does want to learn themselves, they can learn. And it takes me about 30 minutes to teach somebody in and out everything about COINWAVE. So I'm sure experienced users could learn that in even less time.
Yeah, when developing COINWAVE as well, we put into consideration the UX, basically making sure that all the things are easy for people to understand, even if it's newbies, and even for pro people. So yeah.
Yeah, we put a lot of time into that.
So to all the viewers watching this right now, I'm speaking to you directly, and I'm pretty sure Warren's going to put my face on the screen. I'm looking at you in the eyes. Listen to me. This is so fucking easy. I promise you, if you miss out on this chance, like I said, every couple of decades, there's a chance. Hold on one second. Every couple of decades, there's a chance to make generational wealth. If you do not take this chance right now as I speak, to sign up for COINWAVE, you are going to be poor forever. And your future kids and their grandkids and their great-grandkids are going to be very upset at you. And you're going to be a disappointment to everybody that came before you and everybody that's going to come after you.
They're
So
gonna
with
be
that
looking
being
down
said,
at you, dude, from the fucking
Absolutely.
clouds. They're gonna be
Yeah.
saying, "Why didn't you just invest?"
And I would say that also, I want to add on to that as well.
Facts.
Just to even be truthful here, like compared to a lot of other bundlers, compared to what we've actually built with our software, we have a dedicated team that is willing to add updates, every weekly at least, maintaining the software, adding more updates that people want to see. We always have like polls as well within our buyers, and they ask us, they want to see what features they want to see to CoinWave, and we are always adding and innovating with new features where other bundlers, it takes them about 3 to 4 months to even add some other small feature. So it just goes to show you the dedication that we have to our tool,
Facts.
what we built here. And I mean, I think that, to be honest, that CoinWave will inevitably be the biggest bundler very soon. And with our growth that we've already have right now, I think that it's gonna still keep going on. Yeah.
Absolutely, guys. Well, listen, I thank you guys for your time. I think we definitely hit it on the nail here. And I just want to be able to tell everyone, we'll have the link in the description, of course. Alongside it, you can get some education with the Discord. I have also the CEOs and the devs of CoinWave in the Discord. So it's just a conglomerate of people that'll be able to put you in this position where you can start printing literally consistently. So thank you guys. Any last statements anybody want to say before we head out?
hey man, listen, our referral link's gonna be down in the description. You already know how we gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? And I hope the satellites fall out of the sky, and this is only available to us. But unfortunately, it seems like the CoinWave, but fortunately, the CoinWave team is here to stay, and so that means I got to make the most money as I can before retail gets here and starts to with me, because I don't like competition. So I gotta get back to it, man. See you guys.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Voila.
Sounds good, man.